There is a lot of talk about India's forthcoming tour of Ireland based on the violence that we have seen on the streets of Belfast. Now, I have a lot of academic colleagues in Belfast who I've just spoken to, at multiple universities in Belfast and who live in Belfast. Things are better from last night. So, from Thursday night, the violence is much less, is what I'm told. Wednesday was bad. There was serious security presence. Thursday onwards, there was within Belfast city, transport was also considerably reduced. Buses and trains, both were considerably reduced. There was serious security presence on the roads of Belfast. But from Thursday night, which is last night, all of these sources tell me that the violence has been considerably reduced. They say that there is serious concern that this has to be brought under control, and the authorities are doing everything they can to bring this under control. That's what is happening in Belfast. There is a significant amount of, how do I put it? People are saying that this is based on social media. The incitement and provocation was entirely or largely based on social media, and the authorities are also trying to monitor social media incitement and rage and provocation. They are trying to even speak to these companies, the social media platforms, that you cannot put out, or you have to be conscious of any such post which is trying to incite violence. This is not new in Northern Ireland, has been a regular feature in the 1990s. Finally, in 1998, all the parties came together to solve the entire violence issue in Northern Ireland. And in fact, a couple of politicians have also suggested that this time round there is a degree of racial violence involved here. So in fact, politicians have been on record yesterday. But from what authorities tell the media, they are very confident that the violence has reduced from Thursday night, and over the next couple of days things should be brought back in control. BCCI sources, and from what I understand, India is very closely monitoring this, will very closely monitor it over the next couple of days. Cricket Ireland has already issued a statement that came out yesterday, which obviously every platform in India had flashed. But security of our players will be paramount. Having said that, there is still considerable time, and the authorities in Ireland, are exactly what is being reported. They are on this, and as I said, my academic colleagues tell me that from last night, the situation on the streets of Belfast are much better. There is anxiety. There is no debate. So what I understand is it will be fluid for the next couple of days. At least for 2 to 3 days, the situation will be closely monitored, and then a final call will be taken. But if the situation does get under control, which it seems will now happen, where Tuesday and Wednesday were genuinely bad, Thursday was relatively better. Today, Friday, and over the weekend, the situation needs to be and should be brought back under control, is what I'm getting. If that happens, then the tour will go on. It will be closely monitored over the next couple of days, and then a final call would be taken. Both boards are very closely in touch and will be in touch. Cricket Ireland is extremely concerned. That's why they had put out that statement. But everyone is on the money, and from what I understand, there is every reason to believe that the violence will be curtailed over the next day or two.